Hello girls! Yesterday we learned how to calculate the missing angles of a triangle, and then the day before that we learned how to calculate the missing angles of a quadrilateral. We know that in a triangle we have 180 degrees, and so to calculate the missing angle we would take 180 degrees minus whatever we had in the triangle, and it gave us our missing angle. And we did the same with a quadrilateral, except we used 360 degrees. Today we're going to learn how to calculate the missing angles of a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon. In a pentagon, if you have a look on your screen with me, you can see that if I had to go from edge to edge, see how many degrees a pentagon is. And I had to draw, let's use black. I can see that if I go from edge to edge, I have 3 triangles. So have a look with me. I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. That means that if one triangle is worth 180 degrees, and I times that by 3, it will give me how many degrees a pentagon has, which is 540 degrees. This is very important to know, because if you had to calculate the missing angle, you would have to use the 540 degrees if your shape is a pentagon. It doesn't matter if it's a regular pentagon or an irregular pentagon, it will always add up to 540 degrees. So have a look here with me. If I have this angle over here, and this angle, that's 2 angles, 3 angles, 4 angles, 5 angles. If I had to take the 540 degrees divided by the 5 angles, I would get 100, that's a very bad 8, but 108 degrees, which means that this angle will be 108 degrees, this angle will be 108 degrees, so will this one, so will this one, and so will that one. Let's have a look at our next one. So girls, this shape is known as, let's see if you know what the shape is. So I'm going to count how many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-sided shape. That means it is a hexagon. And so if I made 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take my 4 times my 180 degrees, and I get 720 degrees. I'm going to count how many angles I have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's a hexagon. So I have 6 angles. So I take my 720 divided by 6 gives me 120 on each. But don't worry about this. You just need to know that in a hexagon we have 720 degrees, and I showed you a clever way of working it out because your triangles are the giveaway clue. So over here, girls, you can see that we have, let me get my arrow, that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-sided shape known as an octagon, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. And so I took my 6 times my 180 degrees, and I got 1080 degrees. That means all the angles, this angle and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, that one, that one, and that one, if I had to add them all together, I'd get 1080 degrees. So if I have a look here, because this is regular, it means all the angles are exactly the same and all the sides are exactly the same. I took my 180 degrees and I divided it by how many angles I have, which is 8 because it's an octagon, and I got 135 degrees. But this is not important. What you need to know is that in an octagon, it is worth 1,080 degrees. Alright girls, so let's have a look at this one over here. They're going to ask you to calculate the missing angle of the question mark. And so the first thing we need to do is see what kind of shape it is. So let's count our sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. That means the shape must be a pentagon. In a pentagon, we just learned today that a pentagon is 540 degrees. All the angles must add up to 540 degrees. So I'm going to label my question mark X because I don't like to just type a question mark. And I'm going to start with, well, I know a pentagon is 540 degrees, and I'm going to minus what I have. So let's see what I have. I have 95 degrees that they gave me. I have 125 degrees. I have 60 degrees. I have 220 degrees. And I'm now going to use my whiteboard to work this all out. So on your whiteboard, girls, you're going to write the following. You're going to say 95 plus 125 plus 60 plus 220. Let's add it. 5 plus 5 plus nothing is 10. And carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18, and 18 plus 2 is 20. So I write the 0 there, and I carry the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So we have 580 degrees. So I'm going to go back here. And now where you write, you're going to write 540 minus the 500 degrees, which equals 40 degrees. I can't find my degree symbol on here, girls, but you must write your degrees in. And so now we know that this angle here, that missing one there, is worth 40 degrees. And that is as simple as it is. So always start by looking what shape is it, how many degrees are in that shape, and then you do it like you've normally been doing it. I hope this makes sense.